Well guys, welcome to the channel. Hope you're all doing good. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. I slept earlier in the evening. I slept in the evening, so don't feel tired now. I just don't kind of thing. Gonna have a shower shortly, and then I might have a sleep after that for a few hours. Got a flat check tomorrow, so shouldn't be any problems with that though. My flat's not too bad, to be honest with you. So yeah. It's one thing I've got to do soon. Though dust. I've just noticed the TV stand's got a bit dusty, so I'm gonna have to do that sooner or later. I'm gonna have to dust everywhere again. Well, that's cool. It gives me something to do anyway. So yeah. Yeah, I just want to say, guys, one of the most important things you can have in life is self-control. One of the most important things you can have, because life and death's in the power of the tongue, and you have to guard your heart always, because everything you do flows from your heart. So you always have to guard it. You always have to take steps to protect your heart, no matter what. Do you know what I mean? Because everything you do flows from it. That's what the Bible says. So bear that in mind, guys. Bear that in mind. But yeah, I ain't got a lot to say really, guys. I just thought I'd do another video. Got changed into my nice blue top, my nice blue sweater. Well, not sweater, but sweatshirt. Some people might say I look gay in it, but I like the colour. I like colours like this. Do you know what I mean? I like blues and stuff like that. I like different colours. I'll even wear pink occasionally, as long as it looks good. Do you know what I mean? Like I had a pink polo top when I was younger. Next one with a white inner vest, in a light vest kind of thing, and in a t-shirt, and I really liked that top. It was one of my favourite tops when I was younger. Yeah, and I've got like a jumper, like a pink jumper. I like it. It's a nice top. It's not everyone's cup of tea, but I don't mind it. Do you know what I mean? I'm not gay though at all. I can absolutely clarify that for you guys. I'm completely straight. Always have been, always will be. So yeah. Want to find myself a nice woman. Definitely want to find myself a nice woman. So I'm on the lookout now. I'm not looking too hard. I'm not looking too hard, but I am kind of on the lookout. Got my eyes open, put it like that. I'm not looking. I'm not like looking too hard, because then you find the wrong one. But if I see someone who I think is special, or like, do you know what I mean? Yeah, who ticks the boxes, who I get a good vibe about, then yeah, I might speak to them. Do you know what I mean? That's all I can say. I might make a beeline for them, but you got to be careful, because I could have a boyfriend. Do you know what I mean? But you can always ask the question. There's no harm in asking the question. Do you know what I mean? What's the worst they're going to say? Yeah, I got a boyfriend. Then you just say, oh, sorry to bother you then. Do you know what I mean? It's one of them. It's, as long as you're careful, you should be alright. But yeah, it's one of them. You do have to be careful there. You have to suss out if they're on their own or if they're with friends or if they're with the fella, do you know what I mean? You have to suss these things out, so yeah. That's all I can say around there. But yeah, I am gonna have my eyes open from now on. I'm not, like I say, I'm not looking too hard. Not really looking too hard. To be honest with you. I'm more focused on my goals and stuff like that. I'm more focused on stuff like that, to be honest, than just living life day to day. But should the right one appear, should I get a good vibe about somebody and think they're worth approaching, then I might approach them. Do you know what I mean? It's one of them. That's just because I don't want to be single all my life. Do you know what I mean? It's one of them. I don't. Do you know what I mean? And now obviously I'm being put on universal credit, so I can look for work, and things are gonna, yeah, things could change. Do you know what I mean? I'm a lot more, yeah, I'd say I'm more careful now than what I was. You learn to be throughout life. Do you know what I mean? You learn the hard way sometimes. To be careful. Do you know what I mean? Don't give your number out to anybody. Do you know what I mean? That's all I'll say. Don't give your number out to anybody unless you're 100% sure about them. That's my advice. That's my advice to anybody. Yeah, that's my advice to anybody, kind of thing. I've learned that the hard way, so yeah. You do have to be so careful in life, guys. You really do. You really do. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes you can't judge a book by its cover, but sometimes the boot fits. Do you know what I mean? It's one of them. I'm not saying that with everybody, but it's just sometimes that's the case. Do you know what I mean? It's one of them. Everyone's different, like, but it is one of them. Like, sometimes that is the case. But yeah. Anything else to say? Don't think there's anything else to say. Just I'm gonna have my eyes open for a lady from now on. And I'm not saying I might not meet anyone for a long time. Do you know what I mean? It's one of them. But I've got my eyes open now. You're probably more likely to meet someone when you're in work. Do you know what I mean? That's probably what you're most likely to do. Because, do you know what I mean? Because yeah, you're more likely to have things in common if you're working with them, because you'll be doing similar things, probably things that you like, things that you're interested in. Do you know what I mean? So you'll have that in common, kind of thing. You might not have everything else in common though, so is what it is. But yeah, all you can do is yeah. You can't. It's one of them. I don't think you can be too picky. I kind of don't think you can be too choosy, too picky, because It's like, do you want a partner, or do you want to end up on your own forever? Do you know what I mean? It's one of them. That's just the truth. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, there's some things that they have to be like, sober, etc. And what? Well, yeah, I wouldn't say necessarily working, but they have to have an income. Do you know what I mean? Otherwise, you just be busting your balls for no reason, sort of thing. Do you know what I mean? It'll be fruitless. So there's no point if they haven't got an income. There's no point, basically. Do you know what I mean? They don't have to be a world beater, but if they ain't got an income, there's no point. Do you know what I mean? It's one of them. And obviously, the more ambitious they are, to a point, well, the more they've got goals and stuff, the better. Do you know what I mean? That's just the truth. But it's not the be all and end all. The greatest thing's the heart. Do you know what I mean? That's the main thing I go on over everything. The rest of it's just a bonus. I go on the heart first and foremost. But they've got to have an income, because if they ain't got an income, you're going to be pumping everything into them, and it's like, that's a hard thing to do. How much you're going to be able to earn at the end of the day? It's hard enough as it is to live. Do you know what I mean? So you got to use your noggin at the end of the day. You just have. But yeah, everything takes time. Do you know what I mean? Look, I had mental health. I was diagnosed with a mental health condition, as it says on my about section on my YouTube. So like, I got put in bad areas, and I was really ill. Like, at the time, obviously my background, like, my dad had a drink problem and stuff, and like, I got out of the family home. Everything was better, kind of, but it wasn't really, because I was thrust into the big bad world, and in bad areas and stuff. So I had to learn. I had to learn the hard way. I had to learn long lessons. It took a while to learn, but I learned them. Do you know what I mean? And I learned them all right. Do you know what I mean? And now it's different. Do you know what I mean? But you do have to be so careful in life. Do you know what I mean? You have to weigh everything up. Not just friends, but relatives, family members, everything. You have to weigh it all up. I won't give my number out to anybody now, unless it's a girl, and that's only if she's like, if I think she's worth it. Do you know what I mean? Basically, otherwise I won't give my number out to anybody. I just won't. It's just the truth. Do you know what I mean? I won't even give it to lads that I was friends with in school. Most of them I won't. Do you know what I mean? Because yeah, because you don't know what they're up to these days. You don't know what they're into. Do you know what I mean? It's one of them. You just don't. You don't know. Do you know what I mean? Just being real. Do you know what I mean? So yeah. Very careful about who I'll give my number to now. Very, very careful. That's all I can say. But yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, I think I've given my number to like one friend from school. We were very close back in the day, so do you know what I mean? But they could have changed, I don't know. Do you know what I mean? They might not have changed that much. When I seen them last, they seemed the same. So probably are similar to how they used to be, do you know what I mean? But yeah, I'm so careful now, guys. I really am. I've learned the hard way to be careful. That's all I can say. I'm probably too careful. That's probably how life's got me. Do you know what I mean? It's probably made me too careful, but it is what it is. Don't give my number out to anyone now. Someone asks me for my number, I just say I don't give it out unless it's a girl that I trust and not that I trust, but that I think's worthy, basically. Do you know what I mean? That I think's a good girl, basically. That's the only one I'm going to give my number to, nobody else. It's one of them. I've learned the hard way. But it's all a learning curve, guys. It's all a learning curve. What can you say?